for the past 3 years, my parents would grumble and say, Rishma, Deepavali is just a one-year celebration. Why do you need to work? I work in a department that handles banking services for the work permit segment, such as migrant workers and migrant domestic workers. Before joining this department, Deepavali would be a whole day celebration with my family. But now, by afternoon, I will head over to Migrant Worker Centre and celebrate Deepavali with migrant workers. I have a family in Singapore, but for these migrant workers, their family is away. It really means a lot to them to have someone who is of the same culture celebrating Deepavali together. This year, I had a different kind of Deepavali. I invited one of my mentees, Krishna, from MiDigi ambassador program, over to have a meal with my family as he hasn't celebrated Deepavali with his family for 4 years. My parents were looking forward to having Krishna over for Deepavali as they wanted to know how he usually celebrates this festival. He mentioned that he does not celebrate Deepavali the way we celebrate in Singapore, like having a meal with our family. In India, it's just a day where people go to the temple and pray. He misses home a lot, so he was really happy to have a home-cooked meal. When I first met Krishna, he was sharing his thoughts on how to get other migrant workers at his workplace to pick up digital skills. Through this MiDigi program, Krishna has reached out to older migrant workers at his work site to adopt POSB DigiBank. He shared with us that without DigiBank, they would spend their off days queuing up at remittance counters. Sometimes they have to work overtime and will rush down to these counters to remit money home. These remittance counters also charge them service fee. With DigiBank, they don't even have to pay this amount. Migrant workers have their own set of challenges in picking up digital skills, mainly the language barrier. Many migrant workers who are new to Singapore are not able to speak English. What I do is train these MiDigi ambassadors like Krishna, who are more fluent in English. They are then able to take these digital skills and teach other migrant workers in their native languages. I can only be one person reaching out to 20 workers each time, but if let's say I can get a migrant worker who is savvy in DigiBank, he can teach other brothers and it becomes a domino effect thereafter. I may miss out on spending time with my family every weekend, but I enjoy making an impact in the lives of this community. My parents are now proud to say that their daughter is doing something that not many people are able to do. After all, who is so lucky to say that doing good for the community is part of their job?